Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. It is Tuesday, July 14th, 2020, and we are here for our 10:30 story time. I hope everyone is doing great today. I hope you had a great weekend, and now you're having a great week. So let's give it a minute. See if we have anyone else to join us today. And before we get started with our story, I have some things that I want to talk about first for you all to keep in mind as we're reading our book. So let me get my whiteboard. All right, here it is. We're going to talk about what, who, and where questions today. So as we're reading the story, I want you to think about these things and how we can answer questions like this. So I'll give you an example. A what question could be, what did you do over the weekend? And I could answer, I went to the lake. So that is telling you what I did over the weekend. And who, you could say, who delivers your mail? And then I could say, the mailman or woman delivers my mail. So that tells you who delivered my mail. And then our last one, where, talks about a location of something. So you could say, where did your mom grow up? And I would say, my mom grew up in Kentucky. So that tells you where my mom grew up. So whenever we're reading our story, I want you all to think about these questions and how you might answer them. And also, at the end, we might go over a couple of these questions and we'll answer them together. Okay, so our story today is one that I am certain you have read or watched the movie before. Cinderella! Have you ever seen this movie or read this book? I'm sure you have. And if you haven't, I'm sure you've heard of it. Okay, so our title is Cinderella. And here is our author, Walt Disney. Have you ever been to Disney World or Disneyland? Yep, that's after him. All right, let's get started. We have some mouse friends. What are they doing? Ooh, and a pumpkin. All right. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Cinderella. She lived with her stepmother. The stepmother did not like Cinderella. She made her work very hard every day. Oh no. What is Cinderella doing? Looks like she's cleaning the floor. Ooh. And look at her stepmother's face. She does not look nice, does she? Cinderella had two stepsisters. Their names were Drizella and Anastasia. The stepsisters never had to work. They just pranced around the house in their fancy dresses, and they always made fun of Cinderella because her dress was so plain. That's not nice, is it? Look at them. They look like they're being hateful. One day, a letter came to the house. Drizella, Anastasia, cried the stepmother. Listen to this. She read the letter. It said, the king is giving a ball tonight. His son, the prince, will choose a wife. Every girl in the kingdom must be there. Whoa. Do you all know what a ball is? It says, the king is giving a ball tonight. Do they mean a ball, like a bouncy ball? No. I think it means a dance. Then I can go too, said Cinderella. You, cried the stepsisters, and they laughed and laughed. But it says every girl in the kingdom must be there, said Cinderella. The stepmother smiled and said, Of course you may go, Cinderella. You may go if you do your work first, and if you have a dress to wear. Oh, thank you, said Cinderella, and she ran up to her room. How do you think she's feeling right now? Her stepmother said, You may go. Some mice lived in Cinderella's room. They were Cinderella's friends. She had even made little clothes for them. Guess what? She cried. I'm going to a ball at the palace. Hooray! Cried the mice. Then she showed them an old dress. It just needs a little mending, said Cinderella, and maybe a sash and some beads to make it pretty. Yes, yes, Cinderella, said the mice. So I think she's going to make her dress even prettier. Excuse me. Cinderella, cried the stepmother. Cinderella went downstairs. I want you to clean the floors and wash the windows and dust the drapes, said the stepmother. But I did that yesterday, said Cinderella. Do it again, said the stepmother. Cinderella worked as fast as she could, but there was always one more thing to do. Oh no. Hopefully she can finish it so she can go to the ball. Cinderella, Cinderella, Cinderella. Oh dear, said Cinderella. I will never have time to mend my dress. Oh, they keep telling her to do more and more chores. They make Cinderella work, 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 said a fat mouse named Gus. She will have no time to fix her dress, said a skinny mouse named Jack. We can do it, cried the mice. We can fix Cinderella's dress. Gus and Jack sneaked into a big room. The stepsisters were dressing for the ball. I hate this old sash, said Drizella, and she threw it down. I never want to see these beads again, said Anastasia, and she dropped them on the floor. What do you think Gus, and Jack are going to do? Let's see. Look. Do you think they're going to pick up the beads in the sash? Jack grabbed the sash. Gus picked up the beads. Oh, they did. They took them to Cinderella's room. Look, we found these, said Gus. Now we can make Cinderella's dress really pretty, said Jack. They measured, they cut, they folded, they sewed, they worked and worked as fast as they could. The hours went by quickly. Oh, wow. So they were making her dress look better for hours. Those are nice friends, aren't they? Cinderella had to help the stepsisters with their dresses. When she was done, the stepmother said, It is time to go to the ball, girls. Are you ready, Cinderella? No, said Cinderella sadly. I did not have any time to fix my dress. Too bad, said the stepsisters. You must learn to work faster, said the stepmother. They watched Cinderella go up to her room. Oh, poor Cinderella. How do you think she's feeling right now? Look at her face. She looks sad. Poor Cinderella. When Cinderella opened the door, she saw something wonderful. Her dress was ready. Surprise! Cried the mice. It is the prettiest dress I have ever seen, said Cinderella, and she put it on. Cinderella ran down the stairs. Wait, she called. I can go now. I have a dress. The stepmother and the stepsisters could not believe their eyes. Wow, how are they feeling? Yeah, they don't believe it. They feel shocked. Look, their mouths are open. They're going, oh, wow. My sash, cried Gisela. My beads, cried Anastasia. They ripped off the sash and pulled off the beads. Cinderella's dress was ruined. Come along, girls, said the stepmother. The prince is waiting for you. And off they went to the palace. Cinderella was left behind. Oh, look at her dress. It's ripped to shreds. Wow. Her stepsisters are not nice. Let's think about one of our questions real quick. How about, what did the stepsisters do to Cinderella? Let's think. What are they doing? Yeah, they are ripping her dress. So that tells us what they are doing. Yeah. And you could say, who ripped Cinderella's dress? Yeah, her stepsisters ripped her dress. That tells us who. And then for our third question, you could say, where are they going? Yeah, they are going to the ball. So that tells us where they are going. It's a location. Cinderella ran into the garden. The mice ran after her. How I did wish to go to the ball, said Cinderella, but it is no use. Wishes never come true. Oh, is that true? Let's see. Never, my dear, said a voice. Cinderella looked up. There was a little woman with a wand. I am your fairy godmother, she said. I'm here to give you your wish. Wow. Now, let me see, said the fairy godmother. I need a pumpkin, a horse, and a dog. What luck! They are right here. And yes, I will need some mice. When the mice heard this,